Eagle, Idaho is such a sought-after community to move to, but there is a big problem when it comes to moving and living in Eagle, Idaho. Before I jump into the problem that Eagle, Idaho has, I want to tell you a little bit about why people love living in Eagle, Idaho so much. First of all, the backdrop. You're up against the foothills here in Eagle. The topography is really beautiful. You don't have flatness going on in Eagle, Idaho. You have the rolling hills. You're close to the trail system. You're close to the mountain bike park. You're close to Highway 55 that takes you up to the high lakes. There's just a lot of mature trees. The beauty of Eagle, Idaho really draws in a lot of people. So that's number one. The second reason why people love Eagle, Idaho so much is it's very family friendly. And so you have a lot of families that like to come into the old town and downtown Eagle, walk along the shops, grab an ice cream cone, and just enjoy the summer on the patio, eating a slice of pizza, or doing whatever the family wants to do. There's also farmers markets here on Saturday, and they have the Eagle Days around the 4th of July. That brings in a lot of people and just a lot of fun. The third reason why people love living in Eagle, Idaho so much is you have direct access to the river and the greenbelt. You can hop onto the greenbelt and just cruise all the way into downtown Boise, or if you want to toss a line in and see what you pull out of the river, that's a big draw for a lot of people who live in Eagle, because you only have to go 5 minutes from your doorstep and you're in the river tossing the line in. Hey, I've got 2 free downloads in the description of this video down below. So if you are looking for a restaurant guide, where to eat when you come to Idaho, grab that. If you're wondering, man, how in the world do I relocate to Idaho? Grab that. Those are free for you, and grab them right now. So for us, when we were moving to the Boise area, we fell in love with Eagle right away. I actually did a video of the top 3 cities in the entire state that people are moving to, and I'll put that right up here. And Eagle was on that list. There's just such a huge draw to living in Eagle. But with all that beauty comes the problem. Because Eagle is such a desirable location, it makes the price of entry into Eagle a little difficult. Right now, according to Realtor.com, at the time of recording, the average price to get into a home is around $900,000, with the most expensive home being $12.6 million here in Eagle, Idaho. So the barrier of entry is a little tough for a lot of people, especially the locals. If you're here, and you're trying to get into Eagle, it can be tough, but people coming from more expensive areas into Idaho, they're able to swing it and make it happen. The other problem that is happening with Eagle, Idaho is it's kind of divided into 2. You have an older section, and then you have the new section. When I say old section, I'm not talking like 1900s, 1800s homes. These are homes built in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 90s. They're in incredible neighborhoods with large lots. Some have smaller lots, and they're just beautiful homes. However, they are due up for an upgrade and a remodel. So a lot of people who are coming to Eagle, Idaho are looking at these neighborhoods initially, then saying, gosh, I just spent, a long time in my other home remodeling it to sell it. I do not want to do that again. And so they take that older part of Eagle, which is, around the downtown area, up onto Floating Feather, and they shift into the new area, which is like Legacy and out towards Star, because that's where all the new construction's getting. But with that new construction comes the lack of, I'd say, commercial infrastructure. I'm not talking like, major infrastructure. We're talking like if you wake up and you want to just go have a smoothie, you're gonna have to drive into Star, get in the car, drive up to Meridian, or come in down to downtown Eagle to find that. So the convenience factor might be a little bit of a hinder if you're going out to the new part of Eagle, Idaho. So with that being said, the price to get into Eagle, Idaho, where to go, the new section, the older section, and then just all the growth happening in this little confined area. The boundary of Eagle is not sprawling like it is in Meridian or Nampa or Caldwell. The foothills bring in those city limits and make Eagle, Idaho really congested at times. We have a lot of growth, a lot of infrastructure trying to get developed here, and land is starting to go fairly quickly. And then the price of land, of course, is going to be more expensive. So you have the cost of living, you have where do you live? Do you live in the older part? Do you live in the newer part? Okay, I'm in the newer part now, convenience factor, and then you have all the growth on top of that. If you go down Eagle Road, the main part of Eagle Road in the afternoon, it's going to be busy right in that intersection coming off State Street and getting up to Floating Feather. So you do have some issues when it comes to living in Eagle, Idaho. Those are just the major problems that Eagle, Idaho has today. Eagle, Idaho is a fantastic place to live in general. Now, you don't have to spend the 800 or 12 million to get into Eagle. There's homes listed below that price point. That's just the average listing price. So right now, I've got a beautiful home listed in one of the most premier neighborhoods in Eagle called Legacy. I've actually done a video on that, so I'll put that right here. But that's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single-story home, no back neighbors, walking paths, and loaded with amenities for you to enjoy. So I'm not saying that you have to spend that $900,000 to get into Eagle. There's a variety of homes, variety of property, there's condos, or you can live on the golf course if you want. So there's a whole mixed bag of goodies here in Eagle, Idaho. Just have to reach out to the Go Idaho team and we'll kind of help point those homes to you, or you can just go online at www.goingidaho.com and start looking for yourself. All right, so if you're looking and you're just like, man, what are some good neighborhoods? Some neighborhoods that come to mind that you should check out. Legacy, of course, that's a beautiful neighborhood. You have Lexington Hills, Brookwood, you have Two Rivers. Those are just to name a few, but what I'll do is I've done so many videos on all the neighborhoods here in Eagle, Idaho. I'm just gonna put a playlist up here for you. Go through all those videos and find the neighborhood, average price, location, all that stuff is right up there in that playlist. So play through those videos and watch those, and that will really help you learn and understand Eagle, Idaho a lot more. But what I want to do right now is kind of give you a taste of what Eagle, Idaho is all about. Roll the tape. So as you can see, Eagle, Idaho is money when it comes to living here. That's why it's probably the second most sought after place in all of Idaho. It's just stunning. So I want to learn about you. I want to learn about your situation. You know, are you guys thinking about coming to Idaho? Do you have friends and family that have already moved here? Now you're wondering how to do it. Just reach out to the Go Idaho team. We want to help you and kind of make that process as seamless and smooth as possible. If you don't mind, subscribe down below. I would appreciate that. And we'll see you on the next video.